What's up, folks? So Wannabe Racer once again, this week coming at you with my first race report video of the season. This week it's coming from the early race at the Midweek Tuesday Night Criterium. Perfect race to get some practice in, some good training efforts, and get ready for the first big races of the season. Since this was my first time pinning on any sort of number this year or riding any group, I was really just looking to find those racing legs again and get used to riding with other riders near me. Since the result is normally not that important to me at these races, it's usually a good time to try things out that you might not just try in one of the bigger races. Throw in a couple attacks or try something in the final sprint. Unfortunately, since my goal for this race was just kind of get used to riding in a pack again at race speeds, I basically just spent the whole time sitting in. Also want to apologize in advance. It started raining just about as the race was starting, so there will be some water droplets on the camera throughout the race. Hopefully, though, that doesn't ruin your enjoyment of this video. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and get ready for some high-speed Tuesday night crit racing. So here we go into the racing. We're coming out of the second corner. We got the first little attack of the race. As you can see, it's quickly closed down. Rather than me burning one of my matches, I kind of move over and let these much more enthusiastic youngsters fill in the gap. And rather than wasting some energy, suddenly that gap is gone with 3 riders slotting in front of me. It's pretty common at these lower categories of racing that every attack gets chased down right away. I guess there's a fear of the shorter race times that any move could be the winning move. The midweek course really isn't the most technical. Basically has 2 corners, second of which you don't have to use any brakes, which is a great time to move up some positions without wasting any energy, as I'm showing right here. Once again, the group is a bit strung out after a little attack. I was a little further back in the group than I wanted to be in order to be able to respond to moves like this, or even be able to make some attacks of my own. But instead of wasting energy trying to move up while we are strung out like this, just wait for the group to come back together, the accordion to shrink, and just roll your momentum up the outside to move back up in the group. As you can see, I quickly go from probably closer to the 20th wheel to the first couple 7 or 8. In fact, this is probably the closest to the front I ended up in this whole race. We got another attack here from one of those young bros who are super fast and way more enthusiastic than the rest of us. But once again, everybody's quick to respond. Since it is a bit later in the race, I'm a little more willing to put in some effort to hang on to those wheels rather than wait for someone else to fill the gap. As you can see, he opened a bit of a gap at the front, and chasing hard to try to shut it down. A lap later, and we still haven't quite shut down that move. See, you've got 2 riders still off the front, working hard still to bring them back. This late in the race, as I said, so this is a pretty threatening move with some strong young riders up the road. I let this Canadian Cycling Forum guy in the yellow Mavic helmet do some of the work, since he was looking pretty strong as we get the group all back together coming out of the second corner. Now here we got a bit of teamwork as you see the two midweek riders over on the right. The one just lets his teammate ride off the front and slows down. Also this rider in the green jersey has a teammate up in that move as well. So neither of them gonna work, so it's all on me to try to close down that gap. I put in a bit of effort, but apparently I wasn't going fast enough, as these guys are a little more enthusiastic about shutting this down. I really wasn't too worried about it, but apparently they were a lot more worried than I was. I'm not going to complain though when someone else is willing to come around you and take your spot on the front. No point wasting unnecessary energy riding in the wind. Here we go, heading on to the final lap, bell ringing. Made sure I'm up near the front, so I'm in a position where I can try to contest the final sprint. I'm still battling for wheels, getting swamped a little bit, but just moving to the outside to move right back up again. In this kind of situation, you don't want to be getting your box in, so I'm making sure I'm to the left and on the outside, swinging into this final corner about fifth wheel as things start to ramp up a little bit. We have a rider dropping back, and I decide to go the wrong side of him, get a little too much in the wind, lose a couple spots and some momentum as we jump into the final sprint. Things are really ramping up right now. It's really not a strength of mine of being able to jump from high power to even higher power, so I'm just trying to hang on at this point and manage to hang on to finish 10th. If you got lapped, please don't be this person in the final sprint. Ditch the ego, pull out, and don't be a danger. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching me ride around in a circle. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up like. And if you want to see more race reports and race videos from this season, make sure you subscribe to the Wannabe Racer YouTube channel. Once again, I am the Wannabe Racer, and remember to fake it until you make it.